Thank you, Tamal. If the cluster should be just or inter-cluster or inter-countries, I think the most important thing to understand is that a cluster is not an association. In Marrakesh, we had to build an association because legally, that's how it's done. But a cluster is definitely not an association. An association is always fighting against the change. They protect. They say, we're against this. We need lower price. We need customs to work with us, etc. A cluster is different. A cluster is open. A cluster is open to change. So that's why it's like a train. You put at front of the train the one who goes faster than the others, the one who is open-minded. So of course it starts with something very local, something where people know each other, where they can work with each other. They always see each other as competitors. They say, this guy is doing the same thing as I do, he's my competitor. No, he's your neighbor and he's your best friend concerning market access. You can lower the prices together. You can get to market together. And once you do that, once you have a solid basis, you of course have to open. You of course have to work with other countries. And in the southern of the Mediterranean, and that's why you need to completely understand the issue. The project is not a national project. It's a Mediterranean project. We have 7 countries. And of course we work together. We learn from each other. And the next step is that we will create together. Like if there is a cluster who do furniture in Lebanon, cluster do furniture in Marrakesh, we can do joint actions. It will happen. You don't push, but it will happen. So I'd say that definitely cluster has to be, as it is, an open-minded structure that works with any kind of different knowledge and countries. That's for the first question, Madam, and I hope I answered your question. Dear sir, I will try to answer your question regarding the marketing material we created for Marrakesh. It is a pilot case somehow, because when I say I'm sorry, because I am the one who came up with the idea of La Minute Créative. My colleagues of UNIDO, they never done that before. They thought it would be somehow expensive, that maybe it was something that will not be relevant. But as my background is marketing and communication, I fought for that. And I said, this will be an open door for new market. And I am glad you asked me this, because this is definitely something that brings business to our people. When you say you have more than 1 million people reached through a video of 1 minute that cost $500, you know that the repercussions are tremendous. And with whom we sat to do this? Just UNIDO. Just UNIDO trusted that. The state government, they didn't even know about it, so we built that. It's our baby. We did the La Minute Créative with UNIDO, and now we're trying to work with the state so that we make it bigger, and we have more companies and more people talking about their knowledge and about their product. And of course, we would like to do it on all the countries of the Southern Mediterranean. And if we can start with Egypt, I will be glad to share the script with you and to share our people so that they can do the same job. And I hope I answered your question, sir. And for the last question, madam, you said, what is the one thing we think that should be done by the government? I think you shouldn't go up front. What I mean by that is that the gap in our countries, I don't know in India, but in our countries in the South Mediterranean, the gap between the public sector and the private sector is big. People, they do not trust our government anymore. When you say, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you, they do not understand. They feel threatened. So you need to find some structure between you, the government, and the private sector, because trust is the main issue when you build a cluster. It's human-to-human action. You can have numbers, you can have figures, you can have us talking about it. What says in the field, it's in the field. So you have to build trust.
Thank you so much, Nizar. Now, Dr. Hat.